All our brochures say exactly the same thing. JSEC is an experiential learning lab for students to experiment with entrepreneurship. Our challenge is to create a culture of entrepreneurship on campus, and this means that not just business students, but all students should have the opportunity to practice their entrepreneurship in ways that are not required by classes. Something they want to do because of their passion. I think everyone reacted with great enthusiasm. Smaller versions of this was already present in the 90s. So it wasn't new. We've had smaller versions of student malls on campus for a long time, but JSEC was a radical leveling up of the efforts. Birth pains. JSEC wasn't designed to be a food court. In fact, only a few of the outlets were designed to be for food. The others we were hoping would be for other student-related services that students can experiment with on campus. In the past, we've had print shops, we had a bookstore, we had different things in JSEC. But unfortunately, none of these other concepts made money. So over time, since the food establishments were the ones that made money, over time it developed into really a student-run food court. But it wasn't originally designed to be a food court. That's why many of the units don't have sinks.
Yeah.
They weren't intended for food. I was saying, wouldn't it be great to have a massage treatment in school when you're stressed out? We thought, school supplies, we thought print shops, we just thought of all sorts of services. Even boutiques might have done okay there, we thought. But at the end of the day, food won out. So it's now a food court. I think the way we run JSEC has to be also entrepreneurial. And when we expanded JSEC, it was a response to market demand. So many students wanted to set up stalls, and so many students wanted to hang out, to eat, to shop in JSEC. We said, we're not big enough. Well, I don't know where it will be 5 years from now, but if the people running JSEC continue to be as entrepreneurial as they have been the last few years, then they will respond to market demand. JSEC now is not just the JSEC that you see between CTC and Sec C. JSEC now is in the second floor of Ritchie Hall. JSEC now is in the foyer of Rizal Library. JSEC now is in the basement of MVP. We didn't think we'd be there when we set up JSEC, right? But we saw an opportunity and we seized it. So I don't know what opportunities are going to be available 5 years from now. But if the JSEC management is worth its salt, then it's going to pursue those opportunities as they become available. My fondest memory of JSEC will be about the group of Charles Chua. Charles, magna cum laude management honors, his whole group, all of them honor graduates of the Ateneo. The cumulative QPI was the highest of all groups we've had in JSEC up to last year. But their booth was the only one that lost money. And it tells us, and they say this, grades have nothing to do with success in entrepreneurship. They had the best grades, but the worst entrepreneurial effort. But I think I'd like to repeat now something I've told everyone. You learn more from your mistakes than from your successes. And JSEC is the opportunity to make your mistakes in a coached environment, in a fairly controlled, low-risk environment. So go make your mistakes. I hope some of you will lose money. Because that means that you guys are going to have more lessons than if you had just come in and made a lot of money from your experience. The other experience of JSEC that I had was when someone came and told me that her parents wished she had not graduated because she was making more money from her stall in JSEC than the jobs that were being offered to her after graduation. I find it amusing that a parent would wish her child had failed and not graduated than, graduated simply because her income opportunities as a student were greater through JSEC than the job opportunities that were coming her way after graduation. If you cannot convince your parents to invest 20,000, 30,000 pesos in a venture that can generate returns in excess of that, then you haven't learned enough in your business planning class. Because how many of our students are able to go to their parents and say, Ma, Pa, I need a car.
Mm.
Ma, Pa, can I have a graduation party? Ma, I'm turning 18, can I have a big
Trip to somewhere.
debut? Can I go on vacation? So you guys can go and ask your parents for these things. If you can't go ask your parents for the money to invest in a business that will generate returns, there's something seriously wrong with your own ability to sell an idea to your family. The other thing is, I don't think our students should limit themselves to asking their parents for money. Everyone has savings. I think everyone has savings. If you won't take your savings out to put in your venture, you have no right to ask others to put their money in your venture because you're not convinced of this venture yourself, right?
Put your money
So
where
put your money where your mouth is. Take out your savings and put your money in this business. Most of you will make money. Some of you will not, but think how wonderful the lessons will be. Go and join JSEC because learning isn't limited to just learning the classroom. Learning is all over the place in the Ateneo. Take advantage of the opportunities that are available to you both inside and outside the classroom and make your 4 years in the Ateneo the best 4 years of your life.